really important is having a thorough understanding of what the state thinks they know and what the state thinks that they can prove and how exactly we're going to go about breaking this thing down, because that's ultimately what we're doing. The state's talking about building a case and I'm dismantling. That's the job. The first step is just calling me on the phone. The first step is dialing the number or reaching out, contacting me through the website. Talk on the phone for a few minutes. At that point, I'm not a person's lawyer. I'm happy to talk to them and normally talk for just a couple of minutes and try and set up a meeting in person. And so it's in that initial meeting that we're going to figure out exactly what the case entails and what the costs associated with that case are going to be, which I find that most clients prefer that. They want that. They want to know at the outset, what are we talking about, so they can make their arrangements, so they can figure things out if they need to. Sometimes they do, sometimes the fees are low enough that they don't, but they want to know on the front end, what's the charge, how do I pay for the charge? It's going to be all clear up front at the very beginning. This is what it's going to take, we believe, and this is what the charge is going to be, and that's going to be it. So once somebody's decided that I am the person that they want to be their lawyer, then I will send them what's called an engagement letter, and it's just going to outline the terms of what we have talked about and confirm exactly what's going on and the scope of the representation. And they then sign the letter and either pay the fee via check or credit card. Once that's done, then I am their lawyer and we are moving forward with the case. During the course of the case, we're going to be talking on the phone on a regular basis, email sometimes if necessary, but more than anything, I prefer face-to-face communication when we can do it. That's not always convenient for clients because they have jobs and families and they're normal people with a lot of things going on. But to the extent I can, I'm going to try and minimize in-court appearances to try and keep a person from having to go down there and to check in and to do all that stuff. And there's ways to handle a case and reset a case where a person doesn't have to go as often as they might otherwise. I'm keeping them informed through the course of the pending case, really more than anything with a variety of regular contacts, either over the phone, via email, or in person. And oftentimes I send letters too, just to kind of recap things and make sure everybody knows exactly where we stand. And of course, filing any motions with the court, they're going to know beforehand because they're going to have thought through our strategy. What are we going to fight and how are we going to fight it? And what's our best play and what's going to put you in your best light and what's going to work out the most favorably for you? And is that in line with your goals here? Is that what you want to see happen? Here's my advice. Here's my suggestion. Here's what the law says. Let's figure out what's best for us here and now. So that's really what we're working on as we move through the stages of handling a case.